Here's a technical story about an early career project I did that helped me learn how to do 0 to 1 projects in short time frames and manage risk. Picture this, it's 2016 and I was a college student obsessed with VR and robotics. I just built a new PC and bought the first gen HTC Vive. I was fresh off of a robotics internship in China, and I had just 2 weeks between semesters and a standing offer from a Bay Area startup that said, hey, come over and build something new. So I proposed, how about a VR telepresence system for your autonomous robot? I had 10 days and no guarantees. It was a massive risk. This is a story of how that project went. With 10 days on the clock, I knew I couldn't risk lead times for parts killing the project. So a month before I flew out, I sent the team a shopping list. VR headsets, cameras, PC hardware, everything that I needed on day one. That way, once I arrived, I could jump straight into the riskiest parts. I stuck with tools I had already mastered. For example, Unity, which I'd used before to build VR teleop demos for robot arms and reinforcement learning projects. So I didn't have to learn new frameworks under massive time pressure. I also started by identifying the biggest unknowns. Top of the list was real-time video streaming in VR and how to project that video onto textures to create a panoramic view. I also was dealing with an unfamiliar robot SDK. So I tackled those things first because if any of them failed, I'd still have time to pivot. Here's how the project worked. 2 180-degree cameras on the robot feed video to the onboard PC running VLC, which was streaming over Wi-Fi. That same PC also ran the robot control server, sending commands, sonic motor, all the data from the robot over to the VR computer. On the remote side, Unity was receiving the video stream, mapping it onto a 3D shell for VR, and sending movement commands back to the robot, creating an immersive, real-time telepresence experience. This whirlwind project hammered home the value of front-loading risk and scoping down to prove a concept. Sometimes done is better than perfect. In just 10 days, I learned more about rapid prototyping than I did in a full semester at college. I've carried those lessons into bigger ventures since. I founded Auto.ai and learned a lot more about video streaming since then. And I've also started Urban Machine, where I've learned about cutting-edge robotics. If you're working on other cutting-edge robotics or AI, I'd love to see what you're building. Please reach out and connect. If you're interested in other technical storytelling like this, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.